You wake up every morning feeling like you're swimming upstream against an invisible current. The bills pile up while opportunities seem to flow to everyone else. You watch others effortlessly attract abundance while you struggle to make ends meet. You've tried everything, working harder, saving more, cutting expenses, yet prosperity remains elusive. The frustration burns because deep down you know you deserve better. You sense there's something blocking your path to financial freedom, but you can't quite grasp what it is. The truth will liberate you from this struggle forever. Money is not scarce. Money is not earned through suffering. Money is energy, and like all energy, it seeks the path of least resistance. Right now, unlimited abundance is pressing against the barriers you've unknowingly erected around your life. These barriers are not physical, they are mental, emotional, and spiritual blockages that you've been carrying for years, perhaps decades. Your financial reality exists first in your consciousness before it manifests in your bank account. Every thought you think about money, every emotion you feel about abundance, every word you speak about prosperity creates the very conditions that either allow or restrict the flow of wealth into your experience. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the architect of your financial destiny, and the blueprint exists in your mind. The universe operates through divine order, and abundance is the natural state of this order. Poverty and lack are aberrations, temporary distortions created by human misconceptions about the nature of supply. When you align your consciousness with the infinite abundance that surrounds you, money flows as naturally as water flows downhill. The tap has always been open. You simply need to remove the obstructions. Your relationship with money reveals your relationship with yourself. If you believe you are unworthy, money will elude you. If you believe you must struggle, money will come through struggle. If you believe there is not enough, you will experience not enough. But when you recognize your divine inheritance, when you understand that as a child of the infinite, abundance is your birthright, money flows effortlessly into your life. Every financial block you experience originates from a false belief about yourself or about money. These beliefs operate like invisible programs running in the background of your consciousness, automatically creating experiences that match their frequency. The belief that money is evil creates guilt around receiving it. The belief that money is scarce creates competition and hoarding. The belief that you must work hard for money creates a life of struggle. But beliefs can be changed. Consciousness can be transformed. The very thoughts that created your current financial situation can be replaced with thoughts that create financial freedom. This is not positive thinking. This is the recognition of spiritual law. What you consistently hold in consciousness must manifest in form. This is as reliable as gravity. The power of your spoken word cannot be overstated. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Your words carry the same creative force that spoke the universe into existence. When you speak poverty, you create poverty. When you speak abundance, you create abundance. Your words are not mere sounds. They are creative commands that the universe must obey. The remarkable transformation of Chris Gardner perfectly illustrates this truth. During the early 1980s, Gardner struggled with homelessness while raising his toddler son, sleeping in his office, motels, parks, and even in a locked bathroom at a transit station. Despite working as an unpaid intern at a brokerage firm, he faced seemingly impossible circumstances. Everything changed when Gardner encountered a well-dressed man in a red Ferrari who revealed he was a stockbroker earning substantial income. That pivotal moment shifted Gardner's consciousness about what was possible. He stopped seeing his circumstances as permanent limitations and started seeing them as temporary conditions on his way to financial freedom. Gardner maintained absolute faith in his vision even while homeless, declaring daily his intention to succeed. His consciousness of inevitable success created the experiences that validated his declarations. He became a stockbroker and founded his own brokerage firm, Gardner Rich & Co., in 1987. His story became the critically acclaimed film, The Pursuit of Happiness, inspiring millions worldwide. Gardner's journey illustrates a fundamental truth. When you align with abundance consciousness, you don't take money away from others. You create more money for everyone. Abundance is not a finite pie where your slice makes everyone else's smaller. Abundance is an infinite ocean where your cup being full doesn't diminish anyone else's supply. The universe has infinite resources and infinite ways to deliver those resources to you. Money can come through your current job, through new opportunities, through investments, through gifts, through ideas that monetize your unique talents. The how is not your concern. The how belongs to the universe. Your responsibility is to maintain a consciousness of receptivity and expectancy. Take a moment right now to comment below with these words. I am one with infinite money supply. This simple act of declaration begins to shift your consciousness from resistance to receptivity. When you speak these words, you are not lying to yourself. You are speaking a truth that your current experience has not yet caught up with. You are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, and every repetition waters that seed until it grows into your lived reality. Worry about money blocks money. Fear about finances creates financial problems. Anxiety about abundance prevents abundance from flowing. These negative emotions act like dams in the river of prosperity, stopping the natural flow of wealth into your life. When you release worry and replace it with trust, when you transform fear into faith, when you convert anxiety into anticipation, the dam breaks and abundance rushes into your experience. The story of David facing Goliath perfectly illustrates this principle. While others saw an impossible giant, David saw an opportunity for divine demonstration. He didn't focus on Goliath's size or strength, he focused on God's power working through him. David declared victory before the battle began. The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and from the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine. His consciousness of victory created the victory. Your financial Goliaths, debt, expenses, obligations, are not your enemies. They are opportunities for divine demonstration. When you stop seeing problems and start seeing possibilities, when you stop focusing on what you lack and start focusing on infinite supply, when you stop declaring defeat and start declaring victory, you slay every financial giant in your path. Every seeming financial crisis contains the seed of equal or greater financial blessing. The Chinese character for crisis is composed of two symbols, danger and opportunity. Your current financial challenges are not evidence of divine abandonment. They are invitations to discover new levels of abundance consciousness. The pressure you feel is not meant to crush you, but to create the diamond of your divine prosperity. Joseph understood this principle when he was sold into slavery by his jealous brothers. He could have remained bitter and focused on his misfortune. Instead, he maintained his vision of divine purpose. Even in prison, he declared, God has made me fruitful in the land of my affliction. His consciousness of divine favor created circumstances that elevated him from prisoner to prime minister of Egypt. What seemed like the end became the beginning of his greatest blessing. Your financial setbacks are setups for your financial comebacks. Every closed door is redirecting you toward the open door of greater opportunity. Every rejection is protection from something that wasn't worthy of your gifts. Every delay is allowing divine timing to orchestrate the perfect circumstances for your breakthrough. Align with this truth and declare with conviction. Every challenge reveals a hidden opportunity for greater abundance. The universe never gives you a problem without also providing the solution. The same consciousness that is aware of lack is capable of becoming aware of supply. The same mind that created financial problems can create financial solutions. You are never stuck. You are always one thought away from transformation. Gratitude accelerates the manifestation of abundance. When you appreciate what you have, you magnetize more to appreciate. Gratitude is not about pretending your problems don't exist. It's about recognizing the blessings that coexist with your challenges. Even in financial difficulty, you can find reasons for gratitude. Your health, your abilities, your potential, your divine connection. The biblical story of the Shunammite woman reveals how generous giving creates miraculous abundance. This wealthy woman regularly provided food and lodging for the prophet Elisha, even building a special room in her home for him, despite having no children to secure her future. Her generous hospitality, given freely without expectation, was rewarded when Elisha promised her a son. Later, when that son died, her faith and generosity were rewarded again when Elisha raised the child from the dead. She discovered that giving from abundance consciousness creates miraculous returns, while hoarding from fear creates more scarcity. This principle challenges conventional wisdom, but reveals spiritual law. When you give generously, even when you don't feel you have enough, you demonstrate faith in infinite supply. This faith activates the law of circulation, ensuring that what flows out must flow back in multiplied form. The universe cannot allow a vacuum. It must fill every space you create through giving. But giving must come from love, not manipulation. You cannot bargain with the universe or try to force returns on your generosity. True giving flows from recognition of abundance, not from desperation for more. When you give because you know you are blessed, blessings multiply. When you give to get, you short-circuit the spiritual law. Money consciousness is about more than accumulating wealth. It's about developing the awareness that allows prosperity to flow through you to bless others. True abundance consciousness creates abundance not just for yourself, but for everyone your life touches. Your prosperity becomes a fountain of blessing rather than a pool of hoarding. The transformation begins with your inner conversation about money. Notice how you speak to yourself about finances throughout the day. Do you mentally rehearse poverty or prosperity? Do you anticipate lack or abundance? Do you expect problems or solutions? Your internal dialogue creates your external reality with mathematical precision. Replace every thought of limitation with thoughts of limitless supply. When you catch yourself thinking, "I can't afford this," immediately correct it to, "How can I afford this?" When you notice yourself saying, "Money is tight," shift to, "Money flows easily to me." When you feel tempted to complain about expenses, choose instead to affirm your ability to handle them effortlessly. This is not denial. This is alignment with higher truth. Your current financial situation is not the final word on your financial potential. It is simply where you are right now based on your past consciousness. Your future financial reality is being created by your present consciousness. Every thought you think right now is either contributing to financial freedom or financial bondage. The inspiring journey of Liz Murray demonstrates that your circumstances don't determine your destiny. Your consciousness determines your circumstances. Murray found herself homeless at age 15 after her mother died of AIDS. Born to drug-addicted parents in the Bronx, she lived on the streets, foraging for food and riding subways all night to have a warm place to sleep. But Murray refused to accept defeat. She made a conscious decision to return to high school, often completing assignments in the hallways and subway stations where she slept. She compressed 4 years of high school into just 2 years while homeless, won a New York Times scholarship, and was accepted into Harvard University. Her abundance consciousness transformed her circumstances and positioned her to inspire millions. Murray's transformation demonstrates that physical limitations cannot limit divine possibilities. Economic conditions cannot override spiritual laws. External appearances cannot alter internal truth. The money you desire already exists. The abundance you seek already surrounds you. The prosperity you dream of already belongs to you. The only thing standing between your current reality and your desired reality is the beliefs, emotions, and words that create resistance to the natural flow of abundance. Right now, as you listen to these words, unlimited money is seeking to flow into your life. It's not struggling to reach you. You are unconsciously resisting its arrival. Every worry about money pushes money away. Every fear about finances creates financial problems. Every doubt about abundance blocks abundance from manifesting. But every thought of prosperity attracts prosperity. Every feeling of abundance magnetizes abundance. Every word of faith in financial freedom creates financial freedom. You are not trying to get money to come to you. You are learning to stop preventing money from flowing to you. The tap of infinite abundance has always been open. The pipeline of prosperity has never been closed. The channel of divine supply has been flowing toward you since the moment you were born. Your job is not to create abundance. Your job is to remove the obstructions that prevent abundance from reaching you. These obstructions are mental and emotional, not physical. They are beliefs about unworthiness, fears about security, doubts about possibility. They are words of limitation spoken habitually, emotions of scarcity felt repeatedly, thoughts of lack entertained constantly. But what you created through consciousness, you can uncreate through consciousness. Embrace this liberating truth and declare with absolute knowing, I now release all resistance to my infinite abundance. The Bible tells us to ask and it shall be given, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. This is not a suggestion. This is a promise backed by universal law. But asking is not begging. Seeking is not searching desperately. Knocking is not pounding frantically. True asking comes from a place of knowing you will receive. True seeking comes from certainty you will find. True knocking comes from confidence the door will open. You don't hope the water will come, you know it will come because you understand how faucets work. You don't beg the water to flow, you simply remove the obstacles to its flow by opening the valve. Money operates according to the same principle. Understanding this law eliminates struggle and makes prosperity inevitable. Throughout your day, catch yourself when you slip into limitation consciousness. Notice when you speak words of lack. Observe when you feel emotions of scarcity. Recognize when you think thoughts of not enough. Instead of judging yourself, simply choose again. Choose abundance. Choose prosperity. Choose faith in infinite supply. At night, as you prepare for sleep, give thanks for the abundance that is flowing to you. Express gratitude for the money that is seeking to reach you. Appreciate the prosperity that is already yours in consciousness. As you fall asleep, your last thoughts should be of abundance, for these thoughts will work in your subconscious mind throughout the night, creating the very experiences they represent. The transformation will not happen overnight, but it will happen. Every thought of abundance moves you closer to abundant manifestation. Every word of prosperity aligns you with prosperous experience. Every feeling of financial freedom magnetizes financial freedom into your life. Persistence in right thinking makes right manifestation inevitable. Your breakthrough is not somewhere in the distant future. It's building in consciousness right now. Every person who has ever experienced financial transformation followed the same path you are walking. They shifted their consciousness from limitation to abundance. They changed their inner conversation from poverty to prosperity. They transformed their emotional state from fear to faith. You are not different from those who have achieved financial freedom. The only difference between where you are and where you want to be is the consistency of your abundance consciousness. The universe is conspiring to deliver your abundance. Every person you meet, every opportunity you encounter, every idea you receive, every door that opens could be the vehicle for your financial breakthrough. Stay alert, stay receptive, stay grateful. Your miracle is approaching from directions you cannot yet see, through channels you have not yet imagined, in ways that will exceed your current expectations. The money you need is seeking you just as earnestly as you are seeking it. Abundance is not playing hard to get, it's simply waiting for you to become an energetic match for its presence. When your consciousness consistently vibrates at the frequency of prosperity, prosperity must manifest in your experience. This is spiritual law, and spiritual law never fails. Your unlimited abundance is not a distant dream. It's a present reality waiting for your recognition. The tap is open. The flow is ready. All that remains is for you to position yourself to receive what has always been yours. This is your moment. This is your time. This is when your financial transformation begins. Open your consciousness, open your heart, open your expectation, open the tap now, and let unlimited money flow your way.